Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
2nd and 5. And going deep for Hill. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards.
And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Sanders looking for White on the deep ball.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's Sanders to throw on 2nd down.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. This 2nd and 4. Play action. Sanders. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
White, the man in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play. But he cannot pull it in.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
153 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. Trucks over him. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 4.
Whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Pushes past him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs,
32 yards.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to put together a nice drive and help themselves out. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. You can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Pushes it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Washington. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense